guys, welcome back to my channel. I've had a couple of requests on my channel to do a video for you guys explaining how to find the undertone of your skin. This is quite complicated to try and explain to you, so if I get confusing, I apologize in advance. I'm going to explain it as simply as I can. First of all, there are two undertones and some people say there's a third, which is neutral. Personally, I believe there are just two undertones of the skin. You either have a cool undertone or you have a warm undertone to your skin. Some people think there's a neutral undertone as well. I don't really, I think you've either got one or the other. It all comes down to your heritage really. So to make it simple and quick to understand, basically if your heritage is mainly Scottish, Irish, English, some Swedish, you know, those colder European countries, you're usually going to have a cool undertone to your skin, and that's when you are quite fair, but you've got that real pinkness showing through on your skin and your veins look very blue. Personally, I have an extremely cool undertone, so my skin is very fair and you can usually always see the pinkness showing through and my veins are very, very blue. If you are Greek, Italian, African, Spanish, Asian. Obviously I'm not going to be able to name everything right now, so please don't leave me any comments saying, oh, you forgot this nationality or this race. I apologize. It's because I would be here all day if I was to name every single race in the world. But you can kind of get the idea of the few that I've mentioned. You guys all have a warm undertone, so that's when your skin has more of a yellowish tinge to it, and your veins, if you look at them, they'll usually appear a little bit more green rather than blue. It doesn't really have anything to do with how pale you are. Like, you could be extremely pale, yet you've still got a yellow undertone. By the way, yellow undertone and warm undertone, that's the same thing. Pink undertone and cool undertone, that's the same thing, just different names for it, same thing. In makeup, everything comes down to what undertone you are. So certain makeups suit different undertones. For example, if you're choosing your foundation, you need to get the right foundation for your undertone. So if you have a pink undertone like I do, you're usually going to want to go for a foundation that also has a pink undertone. If you have a yellow or a warm undertone, you're going to want to go for the same matching undertone in the foundation. Basically in makeup, you've always got to match your undertone with the undertone of that makeup or that product that you're looking at. Sometimes people might seem like they're not overly yellow undertoned and they don't overly have a pink undertone either. That's when some people would describe them as neutral. If you have quite a mixed background to your heritage, that's when you might appear a little bit more neutral. For example, my heritage is Spanish, mostly German, Irish, Scottish, and English, which is quite a random mix there, but I certainly have more of a pink undertone to a yellow undertone when it could have gone either way, having Spanish and German in there. If you do have more of a neutral undertone, for example, you don't overly look like you've got a warm undertone and you don't overly look like you've got a cool undertone, you may be a little bit more neutral, which is just, you know, the two undertones are kind of mixed and made just a neutral, then you are lucky because you can wear absolutely any makeup that you want to. You don't have to go for one undertone over another, but you might find that one suits you better than another. So you just get to muck around and find what suits you best. So as you can see, finding your undertone really isn't that difficult. Find out what your heritage is, where most of your family members come from. Have a look at your skin. That's probably the easiest way to find your undertone. If your skin is very pink and you can see pretty, and not just on little areas, but if you can see like the majority of your skin, for example, I know mine looks yellow right now, but that's just because of the color that my camera has turned me. I'm actually very pink. Look at your skin, and if you can see that, you know, more pink is showing through or more yellow is showing through, then that is what undertone you have. I know this is complicated and I hope that I've explained it to the best of my ability. If you do have any questions, please leave them down below in the comment box for me and I will answer them for you and help you the best I can. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video and if you actually learned something, please give me a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel so I can see you in my next videos. So I hope you enjoyed that video and I'll see you guys all for my next one. Bye bye!